I'm Carla Reeves, and this is Differently. Whether you feel stuck in survival, navigating a change, or seeking more for your life, may this podcast be your weekly nudge to take a risk to build a life that is uniquely bold, authentic, and in alignment with your deepest values. What if you worried less about the bumps in the road and instead got equipped for the journey? Get ready to rethink what's possible. Mental dragons feel real. That's how one of my clients describes the negative thoughts that whirl in your brain. They are relentless and work very hard to distract you, deflate you, and keep you playing small. Over the past 8 months, I've been dreaming up new things in my business and in my life, and have noticed that the mental dragons especially like to show up when you are ready to make a pivot, birth a new idea, or take a leap of faith. Today's very short episode is just a shot of inspiration for those days when you've been moving forward on something important to you and then feel that barrage of negative thinking show up, attempting to derail your plans. I want to share a different way to respond when this happens that I find to be very effective. It takes courage to change. Change can look like a pivot, in a job, in your business, in a relationship, a move. It can look like the birth of something new. Maybe it's a new project, a new relationship, a new idea, a new partnership, or it can be like a leap of faith when you're jumping into something that is unknown, feels uncertain. Have you ever noticed how you start out feeling inspired and so excited to make the change, only to find yourself hours or even minutes later, maybe even having talked yourself out of it? This is the mental dragons busy at work, causing us to question the whole thing, wrestle with it, overthink it to the point where we just spin out, and maybe even get to the point of opting out. Yes, the dragons like to turn inspiration into a big mess of doubt and confusion. What if next time you expected the mental dragons to show up and were equipped to slay them? Instead of reacting, you responded differently. You won't be surprised or deflated or discouraged as much as you once were, because you now know this is part of the process. They're going to show up. You can expect them. See what we did there? The dragons are still going to do their thing. What if you don't have to worry about keeping them at bay? You're just going to simply change the way you see them with a shift in perspective. You turn things upside down and look from other angles. When you interrupt the pattern by thinking differently, you take away the power from those dragons. Warning, this might feel impossible, it will be uncomfortable, and it's going to require courage and practice, but you can do it. Here are a few mental dragon slaying techniques. 1, tend your thinking. Pay attention to it so that you notice when they show up. The sooner you can nip it in the bud, the better. And how you do that is by getting these thoughts out of your head and onto a page of paper, or another method that might work for you. Maybe it's meditation and getting quiet and still. That's number 1. Number 2, sort them. Which thoughts are moving you forward? Which are slowing down? Which are complete lies? Which thoughts maybe have you realized that you might need a little more information before you proceed? And number 3, choose a new focus and move forward. Remember who you are and what is most important to you in this situation. Small, aligned steps over time create massive traction. Being a mental dragon slayer will put you on the edge of your comfort zone. This is a good thing. This is where you grow and create the things you really want to bring more of into your life. I'm learning this again as I share this with you. The closer I get to the edge of my comfort zone and the more regularly I go there, I get a glimpse of what is possible. And that puts excitement in my belly and keeps me showing up for the sake of something far bigger than those mental dragons. Now is a good time to start slaying. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Differently. It's been an honor to share this conversation with you. You know, one of the keys to living fully is to take action when you're inspired to do so. I hope you found that spark of inspiration today. And would you help us spread the word? Did someone you know come to mind while you were listening? If this episode could impact someone you know, please share it and pass it along. New episodes drop weekly, so tap that subscribe button and join us next time as we continue to challenge the status quo and get equipped to live life differently.